Hello, my name is Matt Cartier. I'm the Chief Innovation Officer, and I wanted to give you a 6-month update. I started in July 1st, 2023, and I want to walk through, again, just the purpose of my role, observations I've made since I've been here, some highlights, and then some steps going into the future. I am the one employee under the KOSON brand, which is the umbrella parent company, and STEM School Highlands Ranch does business under that umbrella. So my primary role is to support STEM through the Shared Services Department, which is our Chief Finance Officer, HR, IT, Communications, Facilities. And so this team supports the Executive Director of STEM and the admin team to really fulfill its mission. And the second phase is to think about growth and sustainability and potential future schools in Douglas County, Colorado. A vision really for the school is that we'd be one of the top problem-based schools in the nation that really creates an environment for students to thrive, lead, and succeed in their lives. And we do this through just elevating their knowledge, their skills, their creativity, and their character. And as we do that, we're really working through who we are and what we do. And so I made some observations. One of the observations that I've made is that we have a great culture here. Just an amazing community from the students all the way to the board. So the desire to learn, to be the best that we can be, and really just the feel from the teachers to the students when you walk through the building is vibrant and it's high. People love to be here. The other observation I've made is that we've gone through a lot in the last 5 years as a school. The vision of the school is amazing, that kids would grow in their identity through problem-based learning, and they would become the very best that they could be while they're here and in the future. But through the event that we had in May of 2019, through COVID, leadership changes, through attrition of some teachers, and our reduced enrollment, that's a lot to go through. And then we've added standards-based grading, which is a great grading system and really to track learning and to give feedback on where kids are at and how they continue to grow and get support that they need. And so, but through that, it's not an easy change. And so you take all those together, and I've noticed that we've gone through some stages of survival and recovery, and the whole organization's ready to move into that next phase, which is to move into a chapter of thriving. And so I'm really taking a close look at all the things that are working great, things that we can refine, and things that we can maybe implement going into the future. So a lot of the role really looks at clarity around who we are and where we're going. And just some highlights about who we are is we just were approved for a 5-year renewal with the Douglas County District. So that gives us 5 more years as a charter school. The good news here is it went very smooth, the whole process. And we got some feedback on things that our authorizer saw about our school that I just wanted to point out. Number one is we've been known for academic excellence, and that held true this time as well. We were just commended for the academic product that we have and our student outcomes. The other is that there's been an increased really focus on student support with our special education program, but also with the increase of access and just the holistic learning that a lot of people don't think about that when they think about STEM. They do think about our problem-based learning and the science, technology, engineering, and math. But we really are a school for lots of different learners and lots of different children. And we've made a lot of work over that in the last 3 or 4 years, and that showed when we went through our renewal. Another focus was just staff retention has gotten better in the last 2 years. So we see a lot of improvement in our percentages of teachers returning, and the ones this year that's saying they're going to return next year. Our admin team has been consistent now for 3 years in a row going into this next year. And so we're just seeing that culture really begin to improve when it comes to our staff retention and with faculty and staff. The other is just a commitment to satisfaction and experience. When we have any concern or complaint from a student or a parent or a staff member, we take it very seriously to follow up and to get to the bottom of it and do the best that we can to resolve it. And that's a commitment we see throughout the whole school. The other is just our relationship with the district. And so we've put a lot of time into making that the very best relationship we can be, and they commended us for the work we've done in that area. But that's really this heart of collaboration that I have, that Lenann Kovaleski has, and our admin team, that from top to bottom, we want to be a collaborative place, and that showed in our renewal as well. The other is just a board best practice. So the board's done a lot of work in the last few years to become a full board. We now have a full membership. They have a lot of different skills, and then they've implemented committees throughout the board as well, and committee work. And then we have hired people to help us with training, and we've done a lot of work on our policy documents, so a lot to be commended there. So a lot of great highlights, a lot of strengths we've had that I've noticed in the last 6 months. Another is just improved relationships with our neighbors. So thank you to all of you who've worked on driveline and parking, but that really was a headache for folks when I came in, and they said it has been an issue for years. But I've got a lot of feedback that it's gotten a lot better in the last several months to the work that our families have put in, and so I appreciate your continued work on that. But I've been going around meeting our neighbors and really creating those relationships, and our relationship with the district is improving and in a very good spot as well. Also, just want to highlight a couple new hires we've made with the shared services team. One of them is the Director of Human Resources. We've never had that position before. It's been underneath the CFO's oversight. And so now we have a person specifically dedicated to our people, and that's been a long desire for the organization. I couldn't be more thrilled to introduce Brian Chaput in that role. And then we have a Director of Facilities who started around Thanksgiving, and Chris DeMore. Both of these gentlemen have 30+ years in their field and really add to our team in the shared services. So really looking into the future, what's the focus, what's the goals? Well, for me, a lot of it has been on strategic thinking. So we've implemented a process where our admin team at STEM, shared services team, and leaders can really dream and highlight where they want to go in the next 3 to 5 years. And then we're putting operational plans together that really outline where we're going next year. So we're already planning for next year and the year after. And the beauty about that is it adds clarity on where we're going, so we're all on the same page about what our strategic priorities are and how we can get resources for those. Part of adding resources to our priorities is literally looking at advancement. And you'll see in the coming year a focus on fundraising that's coordinated and clear as far as what are the needs of the school that will enhance the student learning and student experiences that are above and beyond our budget, and getting those to the community so we can really enhance all the different resources that we have for the kids. So those are a couple of things that we're doing and will be doing. There's another focus just on leadership development. So with the shared services team and our admin team, a commitment to just ownership of what's my role and what am I doing, as well as teamwork and collaboration, innovation, and then a commitment to excellence in everything that we do. And then finally, we're going to be focusing on experience. What's the staff experience, the student experience, the parent experience? We have heard loud and clear for the secondary that standards-based grading has not been implemented in a way that the experience has been great for students and for parents and even for our teachers. So we're doing a deep dive into that. We're looking at other schools who have implemented it. We're getting feedback from students, parents, teachers to kind of create what are the struggles. And so Lenann Kovalesi is going to put in her message today some details around things we've learned from the survey that she's going to highlight just to let you know we've been listening and we are taking action. And then finally, there's just a commitment to refinement, being the best we can be here at STEM. But what does growth look like? What does growth look like here at this campus? What might it look like in another school? And we've hired, actually didn't hire, we got a grant from the Colorado League of Charters to work with Bellwether Consulting, who works with charter schools around the country. And they actually came on campus, they work with us every week, and they're giving us feedback along with walking alongside of us to create a strategic plan for the future. So that's a little bit about what's coming up. I'd love to invite you to the State of STEM. It'll be in April. I don't have an exact day for you yet, but that'll give you more information around the current state of the school and where we're going, and that would be an in-person event. We'd love to have you come and join us for that. Again, I'm Matt Cartier. I'm available if you ever want to get to know me a little bit, and you can find my email on the website. But thank you for your time and listening, and I look forward to getting to know you.